Hello, and welcome to another edition of Cold Can Reviews. I'm your host, Mian, and today we are back with another episode of our bean series. Today we're going to be trying black beans. Now, I didn't think I was going to do another one right away. I think I mentioned that I was trying not to, but I wanted to do one non-intended because we did two intended beans. So I wanted to do a non-intended bean, so that was what this would be. This is, once again, Dakota's Pride. We'll get into all that in a minute here. But standard black beans, supposed to be used in cooking other types of food. But we are going to eat it straight out of the can, like always. So let's take a look at this can, and then we'll get into it. Alrighty, so here we are. Sorry about the poor lighting, but it's quite an overcast day today, making it quite dark in my room. I definitely need to get some studio lighting soon, or at least something that will help, but for now, we're stuck with this. So like I said before, we have Dakota's Pride black beans. Taking a look around, I'm just going to point out some things we noticed in the past. Here, once again, is the Dakota's saying mission statement. I'm not sure. I don't think this was on the other ones, but this is non-BPA lining. Our standard nutrition facts, as well as our ingredients, which are, we'll get into that right now, simply black beans, water, and salt. Taking a look at the quick facts on the bottom here, if I can hold it steady enough and close enough, per 1/2 cup we have 90 calories, 0 grams of saturated fat, 340 milligrams of sodium, and less than 1 gram of total sugars, coming in with a net weight of 15.5 ounces or 439 grams. Taking a look at the calories, it's 3.5 servings per container, equaling half a cup per serving. Now, unfortunately, like the other cans that you usually get from Aldi's, they don't have the split. I don't really know why, because unlike the other cans, this is even more used, or designed to be used as an entire can, because you would likely be using this in a recipe. However, taking a look at the nutrition facts, we have, like I said before, 0 grams of saturated fat, or total fat at all, 0 grams of cholesterol, 340 milligrams of sodium, 18 grams of total carbohydrates, 6 grams of protein, 50 milligrams of calcium, 400 milligrams of potassium, and 2 milligrams of iron. Once again, the Aldi Twice or Nice guarantee, and then simple heating instructions. Now, these are the generic ones that were on the other ones as well, which I don't really think this is what this would be used for. I believe this is just filler space. No pull tab, so we're gonna have to open this manually with our can opener, which is always fun and always a fun time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this open, and then I'll cut back when it's done. Alright, so I've opened it up, but I unfortunately dropped the can in here. We're gonna do a quick cut so I can show you this. I said drop the can in here, but I meant I dropped the lid in here. It's just kind of like this black liquid. The lighting is so bad. I'm very sorry. But it's just like a black liquid of just the, the fluid. I'm going to drink it. So we're going to go back to the nice stand, and then I'm going to drink this, and we're going to try to get the can out, or the lid out. Alright, so here we go. Hopefully I don't cut myself. Oh, I didn't want to swallow that. That was bad. That was bad. Okay. But, there's more. I thought this was going to be an okay can. Go ahead and use my spoon now to pry this out. Come on. There you are. Lid has been rescued. And as you can see, maybe, hopefully, I imagine, yes, kind of, probably. Shoot. Beans. So now that we've filtered out a good amount of the liquid, we can start enjoying these beans. So here's our first bite. Yep. Just as I expected. Raw beans. I don't know if they're raw. They're just less cooked than most. There's a lot of beans in here. I'm kind of scared about the amount of these. I am not the biggest fan of black beans. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of any beans, just out of the can like this. I think there might be a car crash outside. I'm already about halfway through this can, but that is very deceiving because I drank a lot of the liquid out of it. There's a lot of beans. About halfway through now, I guess, technically. It's black beans. Taste exactly like black beans. I guess it's somewhat of an earthy flavor. I'm not really sure exactly what you would describe it as, but it just tastes like beans. It's nothing extraordinary. The liquid was kind of bad. It's exactly what you would. Sorry to bump the camera there, but when you cook with a can of beans, you tend to drain that liquid, and there is a reason you drain that liquid. And I'm sure most of us have experienced that liquid before, and there's probably a good reason why nobody's thought to just drink that before. It tastes exactly like you would imagine it would taste like. However, the beans are good. So I mean, they're good for beans. They're not anything extraordinary, they're not anything bad. I'm going to keep eating. I still have quite a lot of beans to get through. And we'll check back in with you when I'm almost done. So, we got about a spoon and a half left. This is very difficult to eat. It's a lot of beans. And now that I am finished with that can, I can say I don't like black beans. That was kind of not fun. I really didn't enjoy that. I wouldn't do that again, that's for sure. I forgot about that. I wouldn't do that again part of the show. Yeah, not fun. I cannot recommend people eat a whole can of black beans. Kind of hurt a little bit. Wasn't very tasty. So let's get into the reviewing portion of this video. So that was, once again, that was Dakota's Pride black beans. It was a good can. In a way. It was 85 cents, so dirt cheap. It was filling. It's got a good amount of protein in there. I'm definitely full. Definitely could eat it anywhere. It's a little bit on the heavier side, but that's whatever. So as far as taste, like I said, not a big fan of it. It wasn't anything the can's fault. I think it was my personal preference. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. It wasn't the worst can I've ever had in my life, and it wasn't the best. Definitely wasn't the best, but good room for improvement. Beyond cold can reviews, you could easily use this in a quick situation with something else. You could add a sauce to it or anything. Bread. Just anything to spice it up, give it a little bit more flavor because it is pretty low on the flavor department. That is my only complaint with that as far as taste goes. Bring into a utility. It's so mediocre. No pull tab, that's a minus. Pretty heavy, also a minus. Great protein. Great availability for other things. This would go good with almost anything. It was a quick and easy to eat can. You probably didn't even need a spoon or a fork or an eating utensil of any kind. You could have just eaten this straight out of the can. It wasn't bad. It was. I would probably give it a 5. It weighs itself. It's just a perfect middle score. So overall, I'm gonna have to get it a 5 out of 10 as well. I don't know. There really isn't. I think that's just black beans. I think that's just kind of what you're gonna get if you get a can of black beans from the store. I don't really think the people that make black beans like this are aiming to please for people who are eating it straight out of the can. I think these beans would have been great in a recipe, and I think these beans would have been great with some additives to it. But how they are, I think they're deserving of a 5 out of 10. And I don't know if it's been a while since I said it, but on this show, a 5 out of 10 is middle line. We're rating based on the can itself. So a 5 out of 10 is what you would expect from that can. Anything higher would be going above and beyond what's expected. Anything lower would be worse than expected. But, you know, that's exactly what I expected from that can. 5 out of 10 was just about that. So, in other news, we are relatively close to 50 subscribers on YouTube. When that happens, I am planning on a video that will be pretty interesting, I believe. It's going to be incredibly difficult to film, and it might really hurt me to eat. But I hope we get there soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm your host, Mian, and I'll see you next time.